Today we had the Rarity Collection 5 reveals, and we have, I think, the full set outside of rarities here and there for specific cards. And it's not on Yu-Gi-Oh! Organization today because they currently don't have the list up yet, but I want to talk about the set because there's a lot to go over. And that is because there are cards that have every rarity, some of the rarities, or just one rarity. So let's take a look at it and let's talk about it. First off, I want to make a pit stop on the variant art pool, which is number 83 to number 150, from Dark Magician all the way to Dominus Purge. Now, a few cards in this pool do also have their original art, like Raigeki, Dimension Shifter, Dominus Purge, and even Vanquishal Ryzen. That is really hard to say for some reason. But realistically, it's nice that they included some of the original artworks with it, and they do come in a variety of rarities, which is really nice to fill out a lot of the cards that don't have the actual rarity lineup that other cards do. Now, this is because a few cards in the actual main pool only come in Starlight Rare, as to where you have cards like Dominus Purge taking up a Prismatic Secret, Prismatic Ultimate Rare, Collector Rare, and possibly Starlight Rare slot. Same with things of Raigeki, where it has Super all the way up to the Platinum Secret, but it doesn't have Starlight Rare because it was already a Starlight Rare from the 2025 Megatins. Now, outside of that, it's very nice to see that they thought about that by giving alternate rarities to the original art compared to the alternate art, where they only come in Ultra to Secret, or Ultra and Starlight Rare, I should say. So that is nice to see. Now, for the main pool, we have a lot of the monsters here, and the few that I do want to talk about: Trihorn Dragon, Blue Eyes Toon Dragon, and Dark Sage. Those three specifically, I believe, only come in Starlight Rare, and honestly, it's nice to see that they only took up that one because there's a couple cards in here that already have a Starlight Rare, like Dracotail Phimena, and it is definitely worth it. Now, to go over all of this, there is quite a bit of cards to talk about, like Psyframe Geared Gamma and Delta, along with Driver, finally getting the nice rarity suite. You also have Danger Nessie finally getting a Starlight Rare, so it matches the rest. Dark Lord Ixchel having a reprint is quite nice. Photon Delta Wing is perfect for a reprint now. Kashtira Fenrir, Albion the Sanctifier Dragon, Snake-Eyed Doom Dragon, Bestial Disbeater, Despin Lulu Lilith, Chaos Angel, all seeing a reprint is nice. Bestial Saronir finally getting a Starlight Rare, so now it has matching sets with the others. Arius the Labyrinth Butler, even though she has a QCR, she finally has a Starlight Rare. Momental Ticulin, the combined creation, is in here, but I think it's only in Super Ultra Secret and I think Platinum, because it already has a Collector Rare and a Starlight Rare, but that's one thing that we have to wait for the database to talk about and look at. Divine Other Herald is a nice reprint. Rocket Tracer kind of feels like a waste because it just had an Ultimate Rare reprint. Albion the Shrouded Dragon is nice because that definitely needed one. You also have Despian Quiritis. Also needed another reprint because it's been a while since it had a reprint. Fiendsmith's Lacrima's finally in foiling, which honestly is great to see. You also have reprints to number C104, DDD, Marksman King Tell. That one really needed the reprint, especially with the new DDD support. Super Quantal, Mech Beast, Grand Pulse. You have Red Layer and Blue Layer in here. Those three definitely needed the reprint. Even River Stormer as well. Exosister Micallus makes sense to be in here because of Burst Protocol. So overall, a lot of these cards are really good. Even Primite Dragon Ether Barrel. And you have Sacred Fire King Grunix and Fire King High Avatar Kieran. A couple of them that I don't really saw coming was the Grunix Eternity, because that was in the Worlds pack, so it's kind of weird seeing it get more of a variety of rarities. The Generator stuff is very nice to see because those really needed the reprint, as I think Lopter only had the one print and Leviathan had the Ultra, I think, common, and now it has a rarity suite. Sprite Blue, Sprite Jet, always good to see getting reprinted. I know that they're a little harder to get because it's been quite some time since they were in the limelight. Night Sword Servant, honestly, I kind of think it could have been something else, but it was one of the only cards in Mitsurugi that was not hollow at the current recording of this video. So that is nice to see. And I love my reptiles, and seeing it getting foiled is nice. Side Reflector is very interesting, but it makes sense with the new Assault Mode stuff coming in Blazing Dominion. Soul Eating Oviraptor makes a lot of sense for GMX, but honestly, it already had a Platinum Secret Rare, so I hope it got skipped over for that. Outside of that, I think we're done talking about the monsters. Oh yeah, Ham City Glory of Horus. Don't know why this is in here. It was just in the Charmer Chronicle deck, but I guess it now has a Starlight Rare, even though it has a QCR. Infantry Harvester. That's a good pick. Definitely needed a reprint. And now we're at the rest of the Xseed monsters, the spells, and the traps. So you just call Dread. Definitely good reprint along with Platinum Gadget, Armile, the Star Source Dragon 2, Lingaribo, and Clockwork Knight. Those 5 are really great. Yuki Onna is a very strange one because this card was demanding like $6 to $8 on the market. So seeing it finally get a reprint is nice. Swords of Concealing Light, great for past formats, nice to see. Special schedule, I don't understand why it's in here, but it is what it is. I want to talk about bonds between teacher and student. This card only comes in Starlight Rare, so that's kind of interesting that this is in here just as a Starlight. It only had one print prior, and I kind of wish it got the whole entire Rarity suite instead. Quick Launch is nice to see. Definitely needed the reprint. Ancient Gear Fusion, that's a nice reprint along with Urgent Schedule. Elixir of Black Awakening, that has always been pricey for some reason, so now it's actually reprinted. Dogmatic Nation doesn't really make any sense being in here, but I guess it ties in with the whole entire new branded wave. Branded and High Spirit finally has a Starlight Rare. Kudos to Branded for getting more foiled out. Sprite Starter's in here as well, which honestly I really do like. That's a nice upgrade for it. Stake Your Soul, I'm sad that it's not going to get hit on the next list because this has protection because of the set type it's going to be released in. Crimson Gaia. Finally, I was tired of staring at a common, I think it was. I was tired of staring at it when I was playing Bestial Synchro, and I still get tired of looking at it because sometimes commons just feel a little boring without the holographic print. Heavy Polymerization is a great reprint, definitely worth it. You also have Primate Lordly Load, another good reprint too. Yummy Musement, Mignon, and Surprise are in here for whatever reason, I guess. Radiant Typhoon Vision being in here is great. It should have been hollow since the start, though, and that's just my opinion. Call of the Haunted, it's because of Maze. You also have Trap Dust Shoe, which is very interesting because this is the only forbidden card in the main pool. Shut up about Maxi. But it's the only card in the main pool that is forbidden that is reprinted, so I have my theories that it might be coming off the Forbidden Limited list soon. Dragon's Rebirth is a interesting card because it's good for past format dragon decks, and it's kind of weird that they're printing this in here, so I think that we might get Chaos Dragon support in the future, but who knows. Iron Thunder is nice. Songs of the Dominator, pretty good. Dragon's Mine, finally getting a hollow upgrade when it should have been hollowed at the start, and also I want to talk about Dominus Impulse real quick along with Dominus Purge. Dominus Purge has its original art, like I said earlier, but they only come in luxury rarities from what I saw from the openings. That would be Prismatic Ultimate Rare, Prismatic Collector Rare, Platinum Secret Rare, and even Starlight Rare. So there's a lot missing for it, and the database is going to update officially, so that's going to be one interesting thing to keep an eye out on to see what got rarities and what didn't. But tell me what you think about Rarity Collection 5. It definitely feels like, oops, we missed a lot of things, but they still missed a lot of things like Thousand Eyed Restrict. So that's kind of sad to see that still doesn't have a new foiling after so long. But anyways, I have been BoltSpider. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Tell me what you think about this set down in the comments below, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you all for watching this video, and if you enjoyed it, hit that like button down below, and if you want to see more content like this, hit that subscribe button, and make sure to hit the bell to get notified whenever I upload. I would also like to thank FGH for supporting the channel through the channel memberships, as it's only 99 cents a month, and you can also join my Discord server, which is down in the description of every video that I post. But anyways, I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.